Hi, I'm Baldwin Burgess, and I'm here with Amrith Mukkamala. How are you, Amrith?
Very good, Baldwin. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for being here. We're in Dubai at the Middle East Fund Forum 2013, and I'm going to speak to Amrith about the Saudi investors. You're based in Saudi. You're based in Riyadh, correct?
You're right. We are based very much in the Golden Mile in Riyadh, as they put it.
Absolutely, and that's a place where a lot of people really want to. A lot of people want to try to understand this market.
Sure.
Either you're there or you're not. You really have to be in Saudi. You have to operate there, and you need to get a closeness to Saudi investors, which I think you at MEFIC are in a position to have.
Of course.
So let's talk about Saudi investors. What is their? I don't think we always understand what the Saudi investor is looking for. What is a Saudi typical asset allocation like?
Sure. See, in the past, if you look at it, Saudi investors had always carried a very low home bias as compared to global investors. They always used to park most of their savings or most of their wealth outside Saudi Arabia. Now there has been a transition of sorts happening over the last couple of years now. Now this has more to do with the kind of impetus that is being given to the domestic consumption and the growth in Saudi Arabia. And also it has to do with the kind of low volatility induced environment by the central bankers across the world. Now, why I use the word induced? Because it is artificially induced by the group of central bankers who are acting more as a cartel these days.
Okay.
Right? So, with the kind of uncertainty that is prevailing on what is going to happen in the global markets, more Saudi investors are focusing now towards their own home. They are bringing their money in, thereby increasing their asset allocation towards private equity and alternative investment assets. Since there are a lot of investments which are opening up in the alternative investments, especially in infrastructure, healthcare in specific, education, there are a lot of private equity funds which have cropped up in Saudi Arabia, which do offer substantially higher return. Addition to that, they also offer very low amount of risk because these are tangible assets which are available at your own doorstep. You can always visit these and also be very well abreast on the various developments that are taking place as compared to investing elsewhere and being on the phone line with a private banker trying to get more details on your investment. So what is happening in a nutshell is shift from public equities in the global hemisphere towards the regional markets, A. B, shift towards more private investments and alternative asset classes inside Saudi Arabia.
Exactly. So that's exactly. I guess there's a big drive to Saudization, right? It's a general theme right now. Saudi money coming back home. There's obviously a lot of opportunities, a lot of work to be done in Saudi. If you know Saudi well, many foreigners think that this is just everybody's very rich and it's all very glitzy, but as you know, there's a lot of society building to be done. But you mentioned something about Saudization, so what is that all about?
Saudization may not be the right word. What is happening currently in Saudi Arabia is the move towards getting rid of illegal immigrants.
Okay.
This happens across the globe.
Of course.
Even in the US, when you talk about the borders between the US and its neighboring countries, there are a lot of illegal immigrants which are moved out of the country on a yearly basis, right? This is what is happening in Saudi Arabia. So what would be the impact from an investment perspective is more important as an investment banker or so what is happening is especially in the services sector, a very large part of the services sector is unorganized in Saudi Arabia. Let us talk about case in point.
Reformalization, right?
Absolutely.
Isn't it? Yeah.
So let us talk about a case in point, which is the fuel retailing business.
Okay.
Fuel retailing business, roughly around 75 to 80% of the market is unorganized. Only 20% of the market is organized. So most of these unorganized players will be moving out of their business because they were the largest employers of illegal immigrants. So what would happen from an investment perspective is those listed companies which are organized market players would have a substantial increase in volume sales. So putting it in a nutshell again, it's a short-term pain but a very long-term gain for the Saudi market as such, the Saudi economy as such.
Here we are in Dubai getting amazing insights into the region, and we just took a peek into the Saudi market, the investor market. A lot of interesting things going on. It's definitely a market that we have to pay more attention to, because the Saudis are. We should too. Thanks for that, Amrith.
Thank you, Baldwin. Thank you.